Derek White keeping the energy positive as the Celtics return to the Garden. Jordan Walsh has made himself unbenchable as his breakout continues, and the Celtics back home to take on Jaren Jackson Jr. and the struggling Grizzlies next. Welcome to TD Garden. The Celtics back on the parquet after 3 on the road, trying to get back in the win column tonight as they take on Memphis. We can't wait to watch it with you. Alongside Brian Scalabrine and Abby Chin, I'm Drew Carter and Scal. No Ja Morant for the Grizzlies tonight, but still a lot of good players around to star in Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah, and I really like Jaren Jackson Jr. First, I think he's an incredible defensive player, but he's got some game on the offensive end, too. He can put the ball on the floor. He can get through people's space. He loves to attack the basket, and he can shoot the 3 ball. So Jaren Jackson Jr. Celtics will have their hands full. And we got to give a lot of credit to Jordan Walsh. Hung in there. He was getting DMPs, but he continued to work. His defense has been off the charts. And he's knocking down shots. It feels like every time we watch Jordan Walsh play, he's making a different way to impact the game. Jordan Walsh is going to have to do that tonight against the Grizz.
Celtics basketball on NBC Sports Boston is brought to you in part by TD Bank. Bank of the Boston Celtics, member FDIC, TD Bank, N.A. By Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. By Arbella Insurance, here for New England, here for good. By South Coast Health, providing exceptional care from people who care. South Coast Health, advanced medicine, more care. By your New England Ford dealers and Celtics.
All right, Coach, so you on a back-to-back, tough loss last night. What do you got to do tonight, to handle like this Memphis team who they play a lot of guys. They have some pretty electric players.
Yeah, it's both, right? It's quickly learn from, what we did well last night and where we can get better, apply it to tonight, and then, have an understanding of the opponent that we have tonight. And you're right, they got talented guys. They play fast. They're physical on the defensive end. They're well coached. So we just got to take, the good and the learning from last night, apply it to the game plan today, and try to play our basketball for 48 minutes.
So the numbers in +5, -5 clutch games haven't been good. But, you've always said, like, every possession is important. The margins are important. End of quarters are important. Do you, focus in on the last 5 minutes of the game and the things that you guys need to do? Or is it different? You got to find your identity with this group of what you need to do in the last 5 minutes of the game?
Well, I think there's a couple themes. I think on the offensive end, our turnover rate in the clutch time is 20%. So we have to be better not turning the ball over in those moments. And I think defensively, it's like that's an area where we could be better at, is our defensive rebounding in the close games. And so those two things, come up in the ones that we have. And then you have to look at the rest of the game, how that plays a part in that, how you get to that point. But the two themes are our turnover percentage offensively and then our defensive rebounding percentage.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
The stocks are up. Derek White, second in the NBA in blocks and steals. We'll have a big one tonight. Why not go to the corner and sticks it? That's what I like to see.
Great defense, Jordan Walsh, who is blossoming in front of our eyes. Celtics have numbers if they go. White skips it. Simon shoots it for 3.
He's nasty.
It is good to be home, and here are the starting lineups brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Experience the difference. Jordan Walsh started the second half last night in Philly, and tonight he starts the first half. His 3rd career start and first of this season. For Memphis, it's Vince Williams Jr., Jalen Wells in the backcourt, no Ja. Jaren Jackson Jr. in the middle with Jock Landale, along with the veteran Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Interesting they go with 2 bigs.
Key matchups presented by Subaru of New England. Fall in love with a brand new all-wheel drive Subaru.
Now, we think this will be the matchup. Jaylen Brown likes to guard up the roster. These are the numbers from last night. You see Jaylen Brown really good. We weren't good down the stretch, but he was good throughout the game.
Now, you mentioned the two bigs in the Grizzlies starting lineup. They've got some serious size, even without Zach Edey and Brandon Clark. Speaking
Correct.
of, let's check the health report by South Coast Health, providing exceptional care from people who care. Ugo Gonzalez, good to go after he tweaked an ankle last night. So only Jason Tatum on the Celtics report, and for the Grizzlies, it's a long one. No Ty Jerome. Edey and Clark mentioned. Scottie Pippen Jr. still hasn't played this year. Javon Small, the rookie from West Virginia, also out.
So I would normally assess Memphis as a very dangerous team with their star player out. I don't know how well they're going to run this offense, and I don't know how well they're going to shoot it. But the thing that we have to be ready for, if they start knocking down shots, it could be a long day for us. So ideally, we get out to the shooters.
Grizzlies have lost 6 of their last 7. Celtics have alternated wins and losses in their last 4. It'll be Jackson and Queta for the opening tap, and the Grizzlies control first. Brett Barnaky is our crew chief tonight with Murat Kogut and Jonathan Sterling.
Oh, how about Walsh on Jaren Jackson Jr.?
And Jordan Walsh guarding up and down the lineup, and good start defensively for Walsh. The Sixers shot 5 of 17 with him as the closest defender yesterday.
His length, his quickness, he's amazing.
Speaking of quicks, how about Jaylen Brown? Darted to his spot and scored the first 2.
When Jaylen Brown is going to the middle of the floor, he seems to be in total control of what's going on.
And folks, don't lose sight of the fact that the Celtics have already played 12 games this season, haven't had back-to-back days off. Jaylen started the season nursing a hamstring injury, and he hasn't missed a single game. This is a back-to-back, and look how fast he looks already. Lost the handle that time. Jaren Jackson, the big man, leading the break. He's blocked. Jordan Walsh, another highlight defensively. Walsh running the floor. Look at the young fella.
Oh, yeah!
Jordan Walsh, he is no joke.
You know, I love those plays that start on the defensive end and end on the offensive end. We need more easy baskets.
Vince Williams Jr., the lefty, missed it, and Walsh snares the rebound. A great start to his first start of the season, but the Celtics turn it over. Walsh now defending Vince Williams. It's a 4th-year pro from VCU. Shook him just enough to get the shot away and score the first 3 for Memphis.
Jordan Walsh thought he was going to go back door. Turned his head. And Williams, they're high on Williams, by the way. Knocks down to 3.
Williams had 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists in their loss at Madison Square Garden last night. First touch for Derek White. Stripped and a foul. They'll get it on Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
All right, Jordan Walsh on the defensive end. Great pursuit of the ball. And then gets out, runs the floor, and hits you with the Euro step and the finish.
Do you see his confidence growing?
You know how I look at confidence, Drew, is when things are not going good, and you still have, the confidence to shoot the ball, to play the defense. You don't get down on yourself. Not when you're playing well. I think all 450 guys can do that. It's when you miss 8 in a row, what you're going to do on the 9th one. And those guys are different. So I'll let you know if I see that side of it.
White makes them both. Celtics lead at 6-3, 2 minutes in. Now Walsh picking up Jackson in the backcourt. Remember, he defended Tyrese Maxey last night.
Yeah, Walsh got popped by Jaren Jackson Jr. elbow. They could have called that.
Landale in the lane for 2.
I like Landale. He's got good hands, good finisher around the rim.
You see the numbers for the Grizzlies. Their offense just 26th in the league in rating, but they do pass it well. Pritchard from the wing. He's got new hair, and he's got 3 points to start. He's got a tight buzz cut coming into this game.
On a back-to-back.
Landale keeps the ball moving. Queta with a good hands, got the steal.
Good read by Queta.
Now White keeps his eyes up. Queta trying to get position on Vince Williams. A lot of wrestling down there, and the foul is on Vince Williams Jr.
Yeah, so Kata's trying to post up the smaller defender. Smaller defender goes low, but you can't wrap your arm like that. They let the first one go. They're not going to let the second one go.
Williams at 6'4", trying to deal with the 7-footer Kata. Brown the push dribble. The tough fadeaway. Makes it look easy.
Man. I love the fadeaway shot.
JB 2 for 2 to start. Celtics haven't missed. Walsh hit with the whistle.
Celtics foul is on number 27.
All right, this is a good example of footwork. Watch the jump stop, and then pure athleticism. Look at that drift. Wells is a good defender, too.
JB still leading the league in mid-range field goals made, more than 3 per game. White got hit in the face. It's a foul on the Grizzlies. It's on Williams, his second. Oh, he's got some blood. A lot of blood.
Oh, yeah. Here's the drive. Is that shoulder? Oh, forearm. You are taught in the NBA to try to make contact. If you want to know like a trigger point to look at, Drew, if your shoulder is in front of the guy, you're going to get the call. You see how his shoulder, Derek White kept his shoulder in front of the offense, so he got the call.
As D. White gets looked at, here's a message from FanDuel.
I got some ideas.
Okay.
Timeout? No. Time in. I feel like mascots should affect the over-under. Ooh. Betting in space?
New customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win.
As you look at Tuomas Isolo, first Finnish-born coach in NBA history, assistant or otherwise, took over last year when they fired Taylor Jenkins late in the season. Keep an eye out for Memphis to sub a lot. That European style, almost like hockey.
I mean, his point was, I want my guys to play as hard as they possibly can, so that's why I get them in and out.
And not all their players are loving it. Here's Kata on the catch from Pritchard. 5 for 5 to start. The Celtics have come out rolling. Jalen Wells has 3 on this side. Wells last year was the 39th pick in the draft. He finished 3rd in Rookie of the Year voting. Pritchard can't answer. That was online. Kata the offensive rebound. Walsh created it. D. White, corner pocket hit.
Yeah. Good call by you. Jordan Walsh kept that ball alive. Kata got the rebound, but that was Jordan Walsh and his crashing.
So the Celtics' first missed field goal of the night turns into a second chance 3. Derek White climbing to get a hand on the rebound. Pritchard emerges with a rock. Crosses up Cam Spencer. Out to Walsh. But shooting that thing with confidence. Wells navigating. Everyone gets a chance to touch it a little bit more without Morant, right?
You would think so, and I think that's how they want to play. But they're not fully committed to that Noah LaRoche offense, as I watch. They are moving around a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Derek White, the block, says, do not come in here. And he'll run the break himself. The best shot blocking guard in the league. Kata's pass was deflected. It stays here, 16 to shoot.
Timeout, Celtics.
Timeout on the floor.
All right, Celtics, they need a win tonight, and it all comes down to making hustle plays. Derek White sprinted back in transition, says, get that out of here.
Celtics doubling up the Grizzlies, who are playing without their superstar, out with an ankle injury. The John Morant experience in Memphis could be over sooner rather than later. His entire NBA career has been a roller coaster ride with the highest of highs and lowest of lows. I'm going to try to summarize it here for you real quick. Here's to the Doers, presented by Honeydew, where the coffee is the ultimate game changer. From Rookie of the Year to 2 All-Star appearances and the number 2 seed heading into the 2023 postseason, after which Morant signed a 5 5-year contract extension worth nearly $200 million. But it's been a downturn since then. Suspended a total of 33 games by the NBA for displaying guns in a nightclub and then missing significant time due to injuries. The Grizzlies fired their head coach Taylor Jenkins in March last year, turning to Thomas Isalo, who suspended Ja for a game a little more than a week ago this season for conduct detrimental to the team. For what it's worth, Isalo told us tonight, overall, it has been a pleasure coaching Ja, and those are just two guys, competitive people, after the same thing, which is winning. But I do think, you guys, it begs the question, what is the future for Ja Morant in Memphis?
Well, he makes $50 million a year, right? So I don't think those contracts are easily tradable. And there's a lot of good point guards around the NBA. I mean, someone might take a risk on him, but it's just not easy to trade a guy like that.
There's Landale for two. There's got to be some team around the NBA that would think we can fix him.
Well, Miami thinks that.
Do you think they'd be right?
But okay, you want to get if we get a break, remind me about this.
Keita on the good feed from
there's a really interesting dilemma with that, and I'll tell you what it is when we get to a break.
I'm just glad that Coach Isalo loves coaching Ja Morant, and it's been a positive.
Yeah, I'm sure that
it's been a positive experience for both of them. There is Cam Spencer, former national champion at UConn. Shot clock gets low. Landale retrieves the ball. He got blocked by Keita. That's 3 blocks already for the Celtics. White on the drive for 2 more.
We're getting anything we want right now.
Grizzlies 21st in defensive rating. Not any better on offense either, as White has a steal and a block in the first quarter. Hauser left alone in the corner, attacks the closeout, makes the 2. Hasn't made a lot of those this year, which is rare for him. And the Celtics are rolling offensively, and the Memphis Grizzlies need a timeout. And bring the hometown energy to TD Garden. Visit Celtics.com/ticks to find tickets.
Electric moment. It's presented by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer today. All right, we got to revisit this one. Little defense from Derek White. Get that out of here. And then Derek White playing a little point guard. Now watch this one. Coming off the screen. I've been asking for it. We've got to hit Keita on the roll. Derek White delivers. And then here's the drive. Little inside out, crossover, pound dribble, and he gets right to the cup.
A nice offensive start for the Celtics, shooting 69%, 9 for 13 from the floor, and Derek White has been a catalyst for a lot of that. He also got hit in the mouth and was bleeding. He's got to be thinking, how many times am I going to have to go to the dentist in the last couple of years? Santi Aldama's in the game, so is Luka Garza, along with Anthony Simons, and I think they'll get the foul on Simons.
Can we get
on Garza? Can
we get the Ugo Santi Aldama matchup?
The only 2 Spanish players in the league.
Yeah.
It just feels weird.
It
right?
does,
so
right?
Many great Spanish players.
Maybe they just like playing over there. How many guys would turn down like low-level minimum contracts to come to the league?
I'm sitting next to one of them. I know that. You would love to play in Spain, right?
That was well, not anymore, bro.
You could probably be like an 8th man in Spain.
I don't know, man.
Ask Ugo.
Yeah, he's better than me, and he barely played.
Well, yeah. But he's 19.
Yeah, but it's not helpful being 47. That's not just because I have experience. Yeah. You got to go out there and run around, Drew.
You're a wily vet. Simon's in there. Past the 5-minute mark of the first quarter, Celtics doubling up the Grizzlies. There goes Pritchard. Maybe he won't go. Aldama with the rebound. He's averaging almost 13 points a game. 50-year pro, went to college at Loyola, Maryland. Garza bodying up Jackson, who gets the deuce.
Jackson gave him a forearm to the chin. Garza's right back at it. It's in the screens.
Simon snakes it, picked up by Spencer. Garza tries a 3. Hits a 3.
There we go. Huge. If Garza can hit threes, it does do a lot for our offense.
Couple really good games for Luka on the road trip. There's the rookie Cedric Coward, 11th pick in the draft. Grizzlies gave up a lot to move up and get him, and he's been delivering so far. Brown trying to turn the corner. Sees a lot of attention. Finds Simons. He cashes out from long range.
I love watching him shoot. He has the quickest hands.
Jackson gets 2 more.
That was a tough shot.
Jackson, dominant left hand, but good with both. He lets out an expletive because he left Garza wide open, but Garza didn't make him pay. Spencer using the screen. Decel step, but left it short. First rebound for Jaylen Brown. Pull-up pop. Hauser the offensive rebound. Pritchard gives it back to him. To the corner and Simons. Luka Garza, great position. He was fouled. Basket doesn't count.
Garza is consistently working to get offensive rebound position.
Watch Joe Mazzulla after this Simons 3.
Simon pulls up, fast hands.
For the Celtics, number 8.
Joe's fired up.
Maybe he wanted him to shoot it right when it hit his.
No. He's like pumped up, like, let's go. He knows it only takes one. Simons to go off for 25 and a quarter.
Yeah, we've seen that. The guy is flammable. 25 in the first half at Orlando. Celtics record for a player off the bench in the first half. Followed it up with 17 last night. Simons gets it back, drives past Caldwell Pope. Derek White is wide open. Good sign for D. White.
This is great basketball right now.
Celtics have 9 assists already on 12 made baskets. Minot is in the game. Great defense, but he's called for the foul.
Public foul is on number 8, Josh Minot. His first, team third.
Look at the stuff we're running. Watch Hauser. He's going to get the flare screen. He's going to come off this way. Garza dives, then the drive, the rotation. Garza relocates. Look how wide open Derek White is. That's how you play basketball right there.
Coward makes the first. He started at Division III Willamette University in Oregon. Transferred to Eastern Washington, played 2 years there. Then Washington State played 6 games, hurt his shoulder, but it was enough of an audition for the Grizzlies to take him in the lottery. Minot tried to enter it for his old Timberwolves teammate Garza. Celtics turn it over. Spencer sprays it. Aldama hits the 3.
We overreacted right there to Spencer's drive. The 3 guys on Spencer left Aldama wide open.
He's just a 30% three-point shooter in this early season. Grizzlies 4-8, 11th place in the West. Hauser blocked by Spencer. Caldwell Pope got his own. Aldama tries another. Minot the rebound. Nothing doing on this possession yet. White, Hauser, Spencer again got his hand on it. 4.2 to shoot. Spencer active defensively.
So that's an example of good execution on the play, but that pass has got to get to Minot. Right, that's a huge. Minot getting a wide open 3, and what that does for him. Right, that we're running good stuff right now. We just got to finish plays out.
Omax prospers in the game, 18 in blue. Simons with the quickness missed the lefty runner. Aldama running the floor. Grizzlies playing with pace. Coward missed it. Tap back good by Aldama.
Man, that's a good offensive rebound by Aldama. I don't like how we're slowing this down.
Grizzlies want to play fast. 7 in a row for Memphis. White too strong. And Olivier Maxence Prosper the rebound. 3rd-year pro from Montreal. He goes at Hauser. Aldama feeling it. Finds Prosper on the cut.
There's that 45 cut.
That was a staple of their offense last year. Grizzlies were second in the West at the All-Star break, but then the wheels came off. Simons, Celtics are going to go 2 for 1. Garza hoists the 3, sticks another.
Huge shot. I mean, just Garza knocking down shots does a lot for this offense.
Ends the run for the Grizzlies. 5-second split between the clocks. Aldama slipped the screen. They swing it around. Cowards, corner 3. Offensive rebound. Memphis can take the final shot of the quarter. Spencer finds Caldwell Pope. Blocked by Hauser. Another block for the Celtics. That's 4 in the first quarter.
Celtics flying around defensively.
And doing a good job offensively as well, especially at the start. Grizzlies hanging around, but it's an 8-point lead for the Celtics, trying to get back in the win column here at home. Wednesday night here in Boston, a look at the Garden. The scoreboard is brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. Celtics by 8 as we welcome you back inside. And check the stats by Jason Stone Injury Lawyers, official injury law firm of the Boston Celtics. Injured? Better phone Stone.
Well, we're obviously shooting the ball really well right now, 6 of 13 from 3, but we're moving it well.
Yeah, 10 assists for the Celtics on 13 made shots. Been toward the bottom of the league in assists all year. That's a nice pocket pass. Simons finds Queta. Great finish. And 1.
See, Queta can catch that ball. I've been asking for this pocket pass. This is a design play. Simons has no problem throwing it. And look at Queta. Showing the talent.
Simons threw that with some zip on it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think we need more of that. More of those pocket passes with Queta to the basket, because he's going to get better at catching, finishing, or catching and moving it. Short roll, kick it out to the corner. That's something that we have to explore if we're going to sort of graduate into a better offensive team.
How do you think he's doing getting out of screens?
Better. A lot better.
Vince Williams back in there with his 2 fouls. Prosper inside to Vandal. Nice pass.
That was a heck of a pass.
Prosper waived by the Mavericks, who drafted him. Mavericks have made some changes in their front office lately. Nico Harrison out. Simons. It's a tough shot, but he makes a lot of those. Aldama's left alone. After the Wells offensive rebound, Aldama missed it inside. A late whistle. The foul's on Queta.
Yeah, you gotta look alive. You gotta look alive. Good cut by Aldama. Queta goes up, gets him across the wrist. That whole possession defensively, starting with the Aldama wide open 3 to the offensive rebound to not picking up a cutter. Like, this group right here should be engaged defensively.
Mentioned the Celtics assists, now 11 assists on 14 made shots. They average just over 23 assists per game, which is 29th in the NBA, ahead of only New Orleans. So almost halfway to their season average. But that's been your big room for improvement for them, is passing, right?
Yeah, I don't need more assists. Like, I need this play right here. Dribble handoff, engage 2 defenders, and move it.
Here it is, Aldama defending Gonzalez. Spain on Spain, advantage to the veteran, Santi Aldama. The only 2 Spanish players in the league. Aldama missed it. Rebound White. Is there not a third Gasol brother? A younger Gasol brother?
I think there is. It's just not good.
Celtics turn it over as White tried to hit it ahead for Minot. Now Simons applying the full court pressure. Just making it harder for the Grizzlies to get into their action. They didn't cross half court till 17.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Williams pulls it. Simons, great box out. Good play by Anthony Simons. Here's D. White. Kind of stuck between a shot and a pass there. 3-on-1 for Memphis. And there is Aldama. The Grizzlies, for all their faults, they do play fast. 4th in the league in pace. Showing it there, Joe Mazzulla needs a timeout as his team's lead is down from 14 to 6.
Up 6 after this game tonight. They will have more than a single day off for the first time this season, but that doesn't mean that the parquet will be empty this weekend. On Saturday, we have got a matchup between two top 10 powerhouse college basketball programs in UConn and BYU, featuring two Massachusetts kids. Alex Caravan from Southborough is now a Husky, and the future possible #1 pick in next year's draft, AJ DeBansta, will be here playing on the parquet. Reportedly, it is sold out. Scal, do you have your tickets yet?
No, I didn't even know.
You didn't even know about this game?
No, his dad was texting me. I'm going to go see him tomorrow. He has an appearance on Friday, so me and Ace, his father, are pretty close. But, man, I didn't even know this was happening.
Who's got an appearance? AJ?
AJ, and I'm showing up.
You taught him well, Scott.
As a free. No, his dad, man. His dad's more of a hustler than I am.
What?
Oh, you. Yeah, his dad knows how to hustle.
His dad's Mr. Side Hustle?
Well, I mean, AJ got like, I'm not going to pocket watch, but he got the most money ever in college basketball.
Yeah, I did hear that. I heard that.
So
went to high school in Utah and now playing at BYU. That's a good matchup. Here's Jalen Wells on a triple.
I know. I was like stuck in the I was helping at St. Sebastian's with AJ DeBansta, and Cooper Flagg was coming down and playing pickup. This was all happening when they were like 14 years old.
Yeah. So you deserve all the credit for both of them.
No.
Well, Keita in the lane out to Baylor Shireman getting some first half run. Minot and Keita were both in the vicinity. Neither grabbed the rebound, though.
Well, we're doing a good job of hitting Keita on the roll.
Landale the kick. Prosper has it rattle out. Do you think DeBansta could be the #1 pick in the draft?
He'll be a top 3. I mean, this class is so good.
Yeah.
Darren Peterson's good. I think depends on who gets to pick.
And Cam Boozer from Duke is really good. Simons off balance. Landale the rebound. Celtics started smoking hot from the field, down to 45%. That basket will count on continuation for Williams.
Yeah, we're just, I don't know what's going on with us right now in our defense. Look how spread out we are. Look at this driving gap. There's no one there. Keita should not be up the floor with Landale. He should be one step below the level of the ball.
Simons, Minot, and White all check out of the game. Hauser, Pritchard, Walsh back in.
You know, when we have Holiday, Tatum, Porzingis, you know, the squad, Brown, White, you can play a game, get off to a hot start, and then, you know, you might want to take your foot off the gas. You can't. I don't like it. Personally, I don't like it, but it happens. This team should not ever take their foot off the gas.
Well, I feel like we say it every night. The margin for error has just shrunk.
For sure. Like, we were flying up the floor. Now we're trying to work on our execution. But it felt like we were doing a much better job just like kind of moving the ball and driving and kicking.
That's a couple of big runs for the Grizzlies already. Keita! He had to go way back and way upstairs for that alley-oop. He's 4 for 4.
Every play that they're running, it does seem like they got some type of dribble handoff with Keita diving. Like they're making that a point of emphasis.
Offensive foul. It's on Jaren Jackson.
All right, so design play for Pritchard. Come off that dribble handoff and look at Keita get behind the defense. Throws it down.
It's a good look from the Duncan cam. It's all about the dunk. Keita with 9 and 6 in 11 minutes. Foul was on Jackson, his second. Just keep an eye on Jaren Jackson's fouls. He fouled out last night in New York. Third time he's done that this year. Pritchard on a 3.
Keep running it. That's back-to-back plays, the same exact play. Got a dunk on one and a 3 on another.
Tomasizolo sees it, calls a timeout with the Celtics back out in front by 8. Sweden, host your family, friends, and employees for a holiday party. Visit Celtics.com/holiday hosting to learn more.
All right, let's go back to what the Celtics are running right here. Watch Pritchard bringing the ball up the court. This is a play designed for him to have the ball with some good action. Stop it right there. Look at you. First, you get a screen, and then you're going to get a dribble handoff. Watch Pritchard's man right there. Watch what happens. He takes that hit. Look how much space that is for Pritchard to come off. If Jaren Jackson Jr. was up the floor the last time, kid got an alley-oop. So that time, he's down the floor, wide open shot. I hope they run it again. I want to see how Memphis guards it.
The Grizzlies called the timeout as they now trail by 8. Last time the Grizzlies were in this building, December 7th, 2024, they beat the Celtics 127-121. Entertaining game.
Oh yeah, Ja had like the he like jumped to the moon.
Yeah, one of the best dunks of the year. Jackson over Walsh, great defense.
Hold on here. Did Jordan Walsh just block that shot? Oh, look at that hustle.
Chris Boucher out on the floor for the Celtics. Jackson is fouled and the basket is good.
Man,
after
he's
all
so
that.
strong. I think Jordan Walsh blocked a left-handed jump hook. That's incredible. All right, so he's fighting Jaren Jackson Jr. So here on the spin, oh, it was right there. Celtics got to secure that ball, though.
And the foul was on Walsh. Jackson up to 7 points.
Joe going deep to the bench here.
Yeah, Chris Boucher gonna DNP 4 games in a row.
They got 12 guys already in the first half.
Pritchard no looks it over to Brown. The drive from the corner. Left it short, saw it all the way. JB sets it up for Walsh.
Good pursuit of the ball by Jaylen Brown, knowing exactly where he was going to miss that shot.
There it is again. Offensive foul. It's on Jackson, and that's his 3rd.
Man, he's got 2 offensive fouls. I got to see this one again. He went quick. There's the catch. Oh, yeah, that's the hook. Easy call. Good job. Jordan Walsh, man. Unreal defender.
And just think about that on 2 nights in a row. Maxey in Philly and then Jackson here in Boston. Pritchard, the long looper out to Walsh. Hauser, that's a bomb. Jackson stays out there with his 3 fouls. The one problem with him in his NBA career, now in his 8th season, he just cannot stay out of foul trouble. Walsh bodies him up again on the block. Jackson, a tough one. Fouls on Walsh, and that's the 3rd on Jordan Walsh.
I thought it was pretty good defense. But Jaren Jackson Jr. not trying to do too much. No special moves, just going with bully ball. Yeah, I guess that is a foul. Jordan Walsh leaning over just a little bit too much.
Here's a message from our sister station, NBC 10 Boston.
Hey, Celtics fans, I hope you can join me, Colton, and Pete weeknights at 11. We'll get you caught up on the biggest news headlines and weather only on NBC 10 Boston, news worthy of you.
So Walsh with the 3 fouls in 8 minutes takes a seat. Jaren Jackson signed a max extension in the offseason, $240 million, and then proceeded to get injured, have to have surgery on his toe and miss the preseason. Back out there now, and without Ja, they need him to do a lot offensively. Here's Brown from mid-range again.
Love that. Little snap back, crossover between the legs.
Mid-range maestro this year.
Man.
Now Hauser defending Jackson. They clear out this side of the floor for him. He just slipped. Hauser pulled the chair. Good defense from Sam. Celtics playing with some purpose here. Brown faked the mid-range. Stuck in the lane out to Boucher. Inside of 5 minutes to play in the first half. Pritchard, there you go. Pushed by Spencer.
I'm excited about seeing that. Like that elevated pass by Pritchard. Watch Pritchard come off the screen. Watch how he kind of jump passes it. He's got options from there. He could bullet it to the corner. Now, when you're really nasty, you could jump in the air, fake that pass, and shoot it like a Steve Nash.
All in one?
Oh, yeah. And it will drop. Now, that's, I mean, he's a little bit far out for that, but that's a good pass.
Well, just tell him to do that, and then he'll pick it up and implement it 3 days later. Right? He's like a supercomputer. Mid-range here from Pritchard. It counts.
He's locked in right now.
That's a 23-foot two-point jump shot from Pritchard. Coward short on a three, got his own miss. Tries it again. And the rookie missed twice in a row. Rebound Boucher.
Hit that screen. There you go.
How about JB straight on? Bullseye!
How many timeouts does Memphis have?
They ain't bottomless, but they need some answers. The Celtics on cruise control offensively. Ernie and Phils choose from their two best offers during the best of the best event. The Celtics have owned this series lately, but I told you one of those two losses came less than a year ago here when the Grizzlies were playing fast and playing well. They beat the Celtics at the Garden, but overall, last decade or so, Celtics have dominated the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they were healthy at that time. Brandon Clark, I think Zach Edey, they had a good team.
Coward blocked by Brown, but they call the foul. JB says that was all ball. Joe Mazzulla with a look to his bench.
JB asked for the review. They're going to look. Jaylen Brown goes up. Oh, so this was a point of emphasis. But if you get the ball, you probably could follow through, I think. But a point of emphasis was not just like crushing the guy after he lets it go. It got a little out of control, so they made that adjustment.
Protecting the shooter. Cedric Coward, fourth among rookies in scoring, trailing Con Knipple, who's first, then VJ Edgecombe, and your boy, Cooper Flagg. Brown dealing with Prosper. That's just so good. That's so good.
He's not even square. He just jumps and figures it out.
His combination of quickness, strength, and footwork makes him unguardable.
Yeah. And shot making, of course.
Landale, the miss, fouls against the Grizzlies. It'll be on Omax Prosper.
Yeah, so watch his feet. You could slow it down right before he jumps. So it's all good right there, but watch how his feet are pointed almost to the Celtic bench. And he just jumps, twists, figures it out. That's cool.
Maybe those 7-4-1s have lasers that point you back at the hoop eventually.
I like that color combo.
Yeah, he's been switching it up with the colors.
Yeah.
Looks like a magenta, maybe a fuchsia. Whatever it is, it's working for him. That time he left it short. 12-point Celtics lead. Grizzlies have numbers. Coward running the floor. White protecting the rim. Pritchard comes out of the pack with it. Now he hits the gas, finds Brown. Nice move and finish.
Celtics doing a great job of playing with pace today.
Well, the Celtics have played two teams this year that are top 10 in pace. Washington and Cleveland. Beat them both by 20+. Told you Memphis is fourth in pace coming into this game. Coward in a crowd. Prosper with a finish.
Yeah, that's an aggressive move on the baseline for Prosper.
He's made a couple of nice plays. Pritchard, quick cross. White, one more for Jaylen Brown. D. White, offensive rebound, playing like a big man.
We're playing with so much energy and activity.
Vince Williams, the lefty, out to Landale. The big man does shoot it well from outside. Vince Williams from the corner. Jaylen all alone. What do you think?
White got a pocket full of threes. Isalo has a pocket full of timeouts.
It's the exchange rate from Finn. 16 points to lead the way for the Celtics. They're playing great, Scal.
Playing fast. Pritchard over to Brown. Look at the finish. And then Pritchard does it again. Playing that point guard role. Hits Jaylen Brown wide open for the 1-2 snap.
17 assists for the Celtics in the first half. We'll check with Dick Leip. Is that a season high for assists and a half? It's got to be. I mean, they're almost at their season average for a game, which is just over 23. Pritchard splits two. In the lane to Garza. Right back to Pritchard. It's a free throw. Missed it. Garza, offensive rebound. JB passes up the three this time. Drives around the rookie Coward. Pritchard's got some space. Garza almost had another one. Jaren Jackson back in there. Aldama.
Oh, I thought we were going to get Garza in the open court.
He would have dunked again. He looked right at you.
Come on, we got to secure that ball.
Aldama, the second chance, missed the shot. Brown, the rebound, his fourth. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 of 12 shooting for JB. 1 minute left in the second quarter. White, Celtics lead by 20.
Good job by Garza. He flipped the screen to get Derek White going to his right hand.
And Jackson on the other side.
Derek Jackson, good offensive player.
So White and Brown have combined for 31 points. Both shooting above 50%. Pritchard to his left.
Oh, they had Garza on the cut.
Here's JB, late shot clock. Nice. Missed the shot. Garza on the cleanup.
Dick White gave me a note. 57% of all Garza's rebounds are on the offensive end.
Just a tireless worker.
He never stops moving.
Now defending Vince Williams on the perimeter. Made him give it up. Coward trying to draw contact. Williams, no foul. Garza got away with one there. Celtics get hold for the last shot of the half. You know Pritchard wants it. Hits the gas. Oh, Peyton Pritchard. Shot out of a cannon. And Coward missed it. That was a little Dr. P with a flourish at the end.
Love the way that we're playing fast.
What a first half for the Celtics, and stay tuned for Celtics Halftime Live with Giles and Eddie. It's presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. And Abby's with a guy who just went coast to coast.
Yeah, Peyton, on the second night of a back-to-back, you guys look fresh. What do you like best about the way you played that first half?
I just think we're playing with good pace. We're energized. Something we've been lacking for a little bit, so it's good to see, so we got to continue it, though.
We've also gotten to see a little two-man game with you and Nimi. How is that chemistry starting to develop?
I mean, it's still early in the season, so we're just learning each other. I'm starting to learn where to throw it, so he's doing a great job. He's got to continue it.
Peyton, thank you very much. Best of luck in the second half. Celtics up 21 all of a sudden. Don't go anywhere. Halftime Live is coming up next.
The Sights and Sounds brought to you by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Big lead for the Celtics as we start the third quarter here at the Garden. And welcome you back. Courtside, Drew Scal and Abby with you. And Scal, the Celtics scored 34 in the first quarter, 33 in the second quarter. Really good first half.
Pushing the ball, playing with pace, moving it, 17 assists. A lot to like right now.
Now the Celtics playing well. It's time now for the Experience from the Bench. It's presented by Experience Abu Dhabi. Discover more about the incredible city at visitabudabi.ae. Abby Chin, what'd you hear?
Hey guys, speaking with assistant Tony Dobbins, I mentioned the 23-7 run the Celtics went on to close the half, and he said, yeah, we stacked together some really good defensive possessions and solid rebounding. He said we've just got to continue to defend and rebound, and as we know with this coaching staff, they say everything is connected, and if we can do that, the offense with those 17 assists will continue to flow.
The ball movement was terrific for the Celtics. 3 assists shy of their season high for a first half, which was 20 in that win over Cleveland. First half stats by Jason Stone, injury lawyers, official injury law firm of the Boston Celtics. Injured? Better phone Stone.
Well, you see the assist, and we're shooting it well from 3.
Offensive rebound to Brown off the white miss. He'll try a 3. Rattles out. Queta, another offensive rebound. Third tries the charm.
Yeah, Grizzlies are kind of checked out when it comes to defense and rebounding. They just want to play offense.
Kind of checked out in general, I think. Vince Williams Jr. on the miss. It is a foul on Jock Landale. Memphis 26th in offense, 21st in defense. They are 7th on the season in defensive rebound rate, but not protecting the glass tonight. Celtics now with 9 offensive rebounds. 14 second chance points. Walsh the catch, takes the pass, drives, blocked by Jaren Jackson, former defensive player of the year.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Walsh, 3 fouls in the first half limited him to 9 minutes, making his first start of the season, coming off a career-high 29 minutes in Philly. Shot clock down to 5. White the catch and go, got the whistle. Looked like he was in the gather. Should be free throws for Derek White.
Yeah, look at the way he gathers the ball in front of him on this drive. Oh, that's a good angle. Puts it in front, very Tim Duncan-like. You go down to reach, you think the guy's pulling it by his body, put it out in front, and he'll get 2 free throws because of it.
White was 16, matching Jaylen Brown as a Celtics high score. Speaking of, the game leaders are brought to you by Arbella Insurance. Here for New England, here for good. Queta in double figures as well. He's got 7 rebounds. Nemi 5 for 5 from the floor. And the Grizzlies without Ja Morant, led by Jaren Jackson, who's got 12.
Why did they fire Taylor Jenkins? It's weird. He would win games with, like, I mean, guys that you don't even know who they are. Well, you know, but most people don't.
Yeah, who he played for, all-stars. Williams left it short. Walsh clears the rebound. 4 boards for Jordan Walsh. And Taylor Jenkins won't be unemployed for long. I'm kind of surprised he's not working this year. Walsh straight on 3. White's got the rebound. Out to Pritchard. Bullseye.
Second chance points have been good for the Celtics. More guys crashing today. I think a lot has to do with just Memphis is so disengaged on the glass.
Landale missed it. Williams in front of the Celtics bench. Caldwell Pope gives it back to him. White almost blocked the shot, forced the miss. Now 5 rebounds for Jordan Walsh in 10 minutes of action. Jaylen Brown, 16 points before halftime. On the dance floor with Williams, just barreled him over. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on the Celtics, number 7.
Yeah, I thought he had the first one. I just think he mishandled the ball on the step back. I thought he was going to elevate. Pretty good defense by Williams. Derek White hits Peyton Pritchard. And there it is. Good passing usually leads to good shooting.
Celtics lead is 28. It was a 5-point game midway through the second quarter. They have opened it up. Jackson with the dunk.
Jackson Jr.
It is kind of amazing, though, how quickly this season has gotten away from them. I mean, they're 12,
Memphis,
they're 12 games in, and they do not look like they want to be out here.
I mean, they don't do anything spectacular. And they got guys hurt, like, you know.
Pritchard hooks it out. Wall.
You got to shoot that one.
Now Pritchard again. Beats the buzzer. Hits the shot. A high archer.
That's playground P. Playground P is in full effect. All you kids out there think you can beat this guy, good luck.
6 of 10 from the floor. Does anyone think they can beat this guy?
Yeah, there's a lot of delusional people in basketball.
Oh, yeah. Wow. What was that? White the steal. Here is Playground P. He's got that thing on a string. White over to Brown. He'll drive. Queta still hasn't missed. 6 for 6.
Our spacing's good. We get anything we want. These guys should build this 30-point lead and let the rest of the guys come out here.
Queta almost with a double-double. 13 points and 8 rebounds. Brown, a nice move. In the lane, he's fouled by Jackson, his 4th.
Memphis fouls on number 8.
All right, let's go back to Playground P. Doing his thing. Up against the clock. Behind the back, crossover. Spin to a step back. Against the buzzer.
He's got 15. Balanced effort from the Celtics' top 4 guys. White, Pritchard, Brown, and Queta, all between 13 and 17 points. Well, the Patriots host the Jets tomorrow night. NBC Sports Boston will get you ready starting at 7 with pregame live. It's presented by Gem Plumbing and Heating. Make Gem your game plan for home and business. Visit AskGem.com.
I need a full scouting report after this game. I'm going on air to talk about next week's matchup against the Bengals.
What?
So I need the information.
I know you're not doing this pro bono, so who's paying you to talk about the Patriots?
Stop pocket watching me, Brian.
I'm not, bro. I'm just asking who. Who are you doing that for?
No, you gotta give me the full breakdown. I need to know everything there is to know about the Patriots.
Well, then give me a cut of whatever you're making for this appearance. Pritchard is fouled. You mentioned earlier when we were talking about Ja Morant, there's a problem with trying to trade. It's just the salary.
Oh, yeah, great call. So, yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of this with this 28-point lead. So, Miami seems like they don't have a point guard. They could probably make it work. But guess what offense they run? The same offense that Ja Morant didn't like last year. And that, I don't know if that's going away. But Spoelstra has crazy culture, so you would think, like, really doesn't matter. Ja Morant's going to have to do whatever Eric Spoelstra says. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. It just seems like a logical choice. Miami takes distressed players. Ja's obviously super talented. So I would say Ja Morant would to Miami, but the offense thing does kind of throw a little bit of wrinkle in it.
The Heat have a culture? I hadn't heard about that.
Wait, don't they put it on the court?
Oh, yeah, that's right. They do.
And the jersey, the court.
Well, the other problem for Ja Morant is they fired most of the staff. Hauser comes up short, and I think he was close with a couple of those assistants. Jalen Wells, no. Out of bounds. It'll stay here. I mean, they fired a bunch of the staff before last season. Taylor Jenkins stayed. And then toward the end of the season, they fired him. And then Ja miraculously healed and started playing. Spencer missed a 3. But now he seems unhappy again. Out tonight with an ankle injury. Aldama defends Brown, 7-on-7. Pritchard lines it up. Garza working on the glass. Pritchard reload.
There you go. Tommy point, Luka Garza.
4 offensive rebounds for Luka Garza, which is becoming the norm for him. The lead's back to 30. Landale. Answer. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. It's his mandatory inside of 7 minutes here with his team on top by 27. Look at the Garden from the Experience Abu Dhabi cam. It's brought to you by Experience Abu Dhabi. Discover more about the incredible city at visitabudabi.ae.
Here's a Hyundai Drive. Test drive a new Hyundai today, only at your local Hyundai dealer. Brayton Pritchard against the clock at the end of the half. Full court. Lays it in. Look at this. If you can't get a 50-footer to drop at the end of the half, just go over the layup. And then you can build yourself back up.
In the blink of an eye. It's been a while since he's hit one of those heaves.
Well, I count that right there, a buzzer beater. I am watching number 30. I want Sam Hauser to get it going here.
Jalen, the step back and the deuce.
His mid-range. We're going to put it up against anybody in the league?
Well, statistically, it's been the best in the league so far. Shooting 53% from the mid-range. You asked about SGA last time. Gilgeous-Alexander's at 2.6 made mid-range field goals per game. Yep. Jalen Brown at 3.3, tops in the league.
For Memphis, number 3, Xavier Caldwell-Pope. Number 18, NBA Max.
Kid, is there any way we can figure out what he made last year? I feel like he made a lot more middies last year. Not Jalen Brown, but SGA.
Yeah, I'm not sure about SGA, but Jalen was at 1 per game. 1.
Gotcha.
He's at 3.3 this year. My math says that's more than tripling. Caldwell-Pope. Pritchard keeps his feet in bounds. Jalen ahead to Luka Garza for 2.
Luka Garza has mastered that. Run the floor, catch it with a decel step. Oh,
what?
Another timeout.
Another timeout. Caldwell-Pope is grabbing his arm. Looks to be in some pain. So the Grizzlies are down to 2 timeouts for the rest of the game. 5:29 to play. They'll check on KCP. Diabetes Awareness Month. Help the Celtics and Sun Life raise money for the YMCA's health and nutrition programs by tuning into the Celtics Instagram and voting for your favorite dunk each week. For each vote, Sun Life will make a donation to the YMCA. Learn more by scanning the QR code on your screen. Abby?
The road ahead is presented by Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. Join Planet Fitness for just $15 a month. Take a look at the schedule. Tonight closes out 13 games in 23 days for the Celtics. They've got 3 days off, and then next week come back, play the Clippers, on Kids Day, and then a home and home against Brooklyn. Could stack up some wins here, guys.
Oh yeah, it looks that way, but you still got to go out there and play it. Bradley Beal out for the season.
Yeah, hip injury. Prosper fouled by Garza.
Oh, come on. That's a foul?
Come on with the Celtics.
All right, let's see the right hand of Garza. Let's see. Oh, we might not be able to see it right there. Yeah, he pulled him to him, yeah.
Brent Barnaky made the call.
That is never getting called in pickup. Ever.
Brent Barnaky, the crew chief who made that call against Garza, according to Dick Leip, has experience as a civil trial lawyer. So you want to go argue with him?
Like Tom Cruise and A Few Good Men?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
We live in a world that has walls.
Yes.
In the fourth quarter, we're just going to quote the entire scene. If the Celtics are up 40. Pritchard into Garza.
Pritchard dropping dimes here. 19 and 7 assists.
That's 4 boards for Peyton Pritchard, and Luka Garza's great stretch continues. Vince Williams for 3. Pritchard out to Brown. The jab, the triple. Offensive rebound, Simons out to Pritchard. And the Grizzlies with a defensive rebound. But the Celtics highly calibrated tonight, shooting above 52%. Back-to-back threes for Memphis. This one by Coward. 9 points for the rookie. Simons navigates. Jalen Brown can't tap it back. And Hauser batted it over to Simons. Not sure what Aldama was thinking there. Underthrew the pass. 8 Grizzlies turnovers. Celtics have turned into 13 points. Simons for three. Cash.
Good timing. Jaylen Brown was just watching the help defense, decided to flip that ball over to Simons, who made a tough shot.
There's Coward on the feet from Cam Spencer. Cam Spencer, the brother of Pat Spencer, who plays for the Warriors. One of the greatest lacrosse players of all time.
How about that as an athlete? That's crazy.
A sick athlete. Hauser, catch and shoot.
Man.
Sam's been slumping lately. 0 for 4 tonight.
Struggling.
Came in his last 5. Combined 4 for 24 as the basket counts for Prosper. And Joe Mazzulla, not happy. Timeout Celtics.
Well, he had a few to burn, so he's going to use some of them.
24-point lead for the home team. Offer excludes tax, only valid at participating 110 Grill locations. Enrollment in the current 110 loyalty program is required. Terms apply. Learn more at Celtics.com/110Grill.
They took the bucket away on the cut.
I saw the Grizzlies coaches looking incredulous. Not sure why they wiped the basket. Spencer, the drive and kick. Grizzlies do start with the ball. Prosper travel. There was a foul.
Yeah, before
the shot.
Yeah, that's why they took it away.
Gotcha. Is that action they like for Hauser, who's snuffed out by the Grizzlies? So instead, Simons missed the shot. Garza.
Garza did a good job on that.
And Luka just did the finger twirl, which I think is the first time he's done that in a Celtics uniform.
Yeah, I'm sure Joe's going to be like,
nah.
He kind of just like, I'm not going to go with that one.
Aldama, the catch and shoot. Baylor, Shireman, the rebound.
Like him and Pritchard got haircuts at the same time.
One guy got 2 hands.
Yeah, like it's perfect. The same exact. I want that one right there.
Yeah. See if Hauser can get himself going.
Hauser's being a little. A catch high. Oh, let's go.
No dip 3.
Double nickel.
And then he fouls.
Well, Celtics do have 1 to give, so does it really hurt them?
Yeah, high and tight on those haircuts.
Yeah. Hauser too? I mean, he just came in and that's like military style. Line up. We're gonna give you a tight fade.
Vince Williams for 3.
Vince Williams Jr. for 3.
Grizzlies keeping this within 30. Celtics lead down to 26.
Come on,
Hauser.
give me 1.
Didn't hesitate that time. And
now look at it.
Yeah, the lid's on the pass.
But Garza's right there.
Luka with another offensive rebound. That's 5 for him. Aldama. They're starting to heat up, just maybe a little too late.
Well, they're playing so free right now. Oh, here we go.
There it is.
That's it. Man, I've never seen him miss it. Well, that's not true. I think he went 1 for 20 one time. And his dad was super proud of him because he said, my son would never go 1 for 20. I'm so happy he kept shooting.
Yeah. Final minute of the third. Hauser 0 for 6 tonight. Foul is on Sam Hauser.
All right, Garza. Just keeping it alive.
The nutmeg.
And if you're Garza and you go hard every single day, the basketball gods reward you with that.
14 and 7 for Luka Garza. Aldama ties Jackson as the Grizzlies' top scorer. Simons, Hauser, Garza, Shireman, and Minot in there for the Celts. Celtics going 2 for 1. Simons. Hauser. Is this the one? Oh, yeah!
Let's go!
That's a long one, 32 feet away. He just had to fire it from the suburbs. Way outside the arc. Shot clock gets low. Aldama off balance. Minot the rebound. One more chance for the Celtics here in the corner. Minot a little too strong as he holds it back.
You know, ever since that new rule, everybody's shooting him now.
Everybody's head down until the shot. Hauser was open. But 100 points for the Celtics through 3 quarters. On top of the Grizz by 26. Looking to put the finishing touches on it next. The Celtics looking to respond to that loss last night in Philadelphia, and they have done just that. 100-74 as we start the 4th here in Boston. Road to victory brought to you by Sullivan Tire. We're always here to get you there.
You got to guard the 3. Memphis got hot in that 3rd quarter, but also keep moving the ball. A lot of good things have happened with the Celtics moving that ball. 26 assists through 3 quarters.
Stats through 3 by Jason Stone, Injury Lawyers, official injury law firm of the Boston Celtics. Injured? Better phone Stone.
A lot of good things to like. Second chance points, doing well on the glass.
As Shireman creates a second chance, batted it out to White. Simons right back to D. White. Foul, and the basket counts.
Yeah, I like this action. If you think about it, you get Derek White on a flare, and you got Keita going right to the basket. You're basically playing 2-on-1. Derek White hits the brakes, gets fouled by Wells. He'll get a 3-point play opportunity. Going for point number 20.
And D. White in his last 3 averaging more than 18 points and 7 assists. Still trying to find the range from downtown as you see Keita coming into the game 3rd in the league in screen assists behind a couple of Frenchmen, Alex Sarr and Rudy Gobert.
Nice. And I think we can even get better at that. I think that's the most room for improvement we have.
Jackson for 2.
He's tough, man. That's what, when Cooper Flagg went to go work out with him, when Cooper was going into his senior year, going to his freshman year at Duke. And those two were going at it. And I'm like, you're going at it with a defensive player of the year, you're going to be just fine in the NBA. But Jaren Jackson Jr. was awesome as well.
Here's Simons in the paint. Minot from the corner in front of the Grizzlies bench. He missed it. Jackson can do this as well. Minot got a hand on it. Minot, a guy who played his college ball in Memphis. Penny Hardaway with the Tigers. One and done, 3 years in Minnesota, played sparingly, has found himself a role here with the Celtics, but removed from the starting lineup tonight in favor of Jordan Walsh, who was terrific again. Wells with the shot clock getting low.
Really nice footwork by Wells.
Just 2 for 9 from the floor. White finds Shireman, and he sticks it through.
The Celtics bench players are putting a lot of pressure on Joe Mazzulla to find out who's he going to go with. Even Shireman coming in, knocking down these 2 threes. He's making a case for himself to get some opportunity.
Minot the rebound. Stripped by Wells. Jackson goes by Keita, and the soft touch again. 18 points for Jaren Jackson Jr. Still a 26-point edge for the C's. Simons. Wells again with the strip. Good defensive player.
Yeah, he made his kind of reputation as a rookie from his defense.
Missed a three, though. Out of bounds off of Landale. Celtics ball.
Chris Boucher looking check back in.
The Celtics going 12 deep tonight.
For the Celtics, number 99, Chris Boucher back into the game, replacing number 88.
Demetrius Queta takes the seat. If you combine the numbers for him and Luka Garza, 27 points, 12 for 14 from the floor, 15 rebounds, 7 of them offensive, and a plus 29.
Impressive. There you go. Come on, give him the wine. Why not?
Josh maybe a little bit frustrated. Those his first 3 points tonight. Knocks it out of bounds. Grizzlies ball.
Memphis ball. Memphis number 20.
Well, they were giving Minot the three. And he was like, disrespected my three ball?
Number 9, Derek White.
Man, you got to guard me. If you're Minot, though, how do you handle this? Pull it from the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Other guys playing more.
No, you got to just figure out ways to get back. Like you got to go back to guarding, rebounding, making energy plays like that.
Boucher got the block, and a foul on Memphis.
Loose ball foul on Memphis, number 23.
Well, offensive rebound, but look at Minot pursuing the ball.
Oh, yeah, they both got the block.
Yeah. And pop right there in the face.
Yeah, by Coward, the rookie. Wonder how they score that. Is that like a sack in football?
Whoever touches it first.
Boucher spots up. Boucher and Ugo, the only two Celtics who haven't scored. As Boucher knocks it out of bounds with 8 minutes to play. Celtics 2 games under 500 coming into this one, but a net rating of plus 2.5 per 100 possessions, which is 12th in the league. Coward off the mark. Landale working hard. Coward tries it again and again, and this time he's fouled.
Man, he's going to be a good player for them. I don't know what Memphis is going to do with Ja Morant, but he's a good player. Brandon Clark's a good player. They got some guys here. Jaren Jackson Jr. obviously. But they don't look inspired at all. When I'm watching these guys play, they just look like they're going through the motions. But Coward's playing hard.
D3 Willamette University in Oregon. Here's a message from Ace Ticket.
Boston's own Ace Ticket has great seats for all Celtics games. Guaranteed lower prices. Local company, great prices. Visit aceticket.com right now.
That's a miss for fries from McDonald's for all the Celtics fans. What do you got?
I was being recruited by all 3 schools that you mentioned: Willamette, Eastern Washington, and Washington State.
Really?
Yeah, and it all happened in different orders, but all 3 schools were interested.
You ever consider those? Jackson almost made it.
Not really. Gonzaga was all over me, and so I'm going to go to Eastern Washington. I'm going to go to Gonzaga.
Pritchard, the kick. Minot, the 3. Boucher. Shireman, I think, was fouled. Yes, he was. It's on Jaren Jackson. That's his 5th.
Well, good job by Pritchard. Little driving kick, but Shireman trying to earn minutes.
You didn't want to go to Gonzaga?
No, that's not it. I didn't want to play in the West Coast Conference. They used to just. They didn't have the schedule that they had nowadays.
They just blast.
Oh my gosh! I'm not into that, man.
Simons starts the offense. Pritchard ends it with a 3. Beats the horn.
I like Pritchard today. He's been predominantly on the ball. Right now, Pritchard got 22 and 7.
Shireman draws the foul. Good minutes from Baylor Shireman. Both those guys, the aerodynamic boys.
I know.
With the bus guys.
Look at Shireman. Yeah, you got to give him a step.
Kind of launched himself into the screen. Smart. Coward defending Simons. Tough assignment. The step back. There's G.G. Jackson into the game. He can fly. Boucher with a rebound. Pritchard. Oh, yeah! On the follow. Why not get up there? Playing with some purpose. Look at those second chance points. Been an issue for the Celtics defensively. Not tonight, and they're all over the offensive glass. Midway through the fourth.
Oh, playground P.
Fouled by Jackson. How about Josh Minot in the clouds?
Tell you what, these players are putting a lot of pressure on Joe Mazzulla this time. Josh Minot above the rim, throwing it down.
Caleb Burton and Chris Forsberg take a look at the lighter side of the seas in the NBA. It's presented by Eastern Propane and Oil. They're in your neighborhood.
Time now for the FW Webb assist. I love this play. Pritchard getting downhill, throwing it up. Keita throwing it down. I've been asking for this play all season long. And since we're about to be 6 and 7, we're finally there.
Hey, for assists with heating, pipe, valves, fire protection, and more, the pros go to FW Webb.
Well,
don't start, dude.
What's our record?
5 and 7.
No, after we get this win.
Then it will be 6 wins and 7 losses. Folks, when the Celtics wrap this up, just a word of advice. For the next 3 days, don't ask anyone what the record is, especially if they're under the age of like 15.
Oh, man.
Just don't do it.
I think it's out. My daughter, when I try to use it, the high school one, she murders me.
She's donezo?
Yeah, I think it's old. I think it's like...
No, you're old.
No, I think 6, 7 is done.
Good. I don't know, man. I was talking to some young fans here, and I hit them with the 6-7 hands. They freaked out. P.J. Hall for 2 on the pass from Prosper. Walsh, Boucher, Minot, Hugo Gonzalez, and Pritchard in there. Ron Harper Jr. at the table, getting ready to check in. Oh, look at Pritchard using.
Oh, yeah!
The no look.
Get out the goggles. That's 8, 24 and 8.
Yeah, leave him in there. Get that double-double. Jackson rejected by Walsh. Could hear that from the balcony. Minot finishes on the feet from Pritchard.
Man, Pritchard is locked in right now. I love to see this Peyton Pritchard.
The final 5 minutes presented by Eastern Bank. Join us for good. Hugo Gonzalez with the block. Celtics are racking him up. G.G. Jackson missed it. Pritchard with the rebound. Oh, he wants that triple-double. That's 6 rebounds. He can pad the stats. Come on.
Give me another dime, though. Give me that 24 and 10.
P.J. Hall defends him. Pritchard going at him.
There it is.
Minot, just shoot it. Instead, Gonzalez. Walsh gives it back to Minot. Oh, wants the shot. Nobody.
24-second violation. Memphis ball.
All right, Pritchard's been dropping dimes, pushing the ball, throws it up. Minot, left hand, drops, and then Pritchard giving you the no look on the cutting. Minot. Pritchard was awesome today.
Takes a seat, got a nice ovation. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists for Pritchard, 50%. and up from both the floor and three-point line. Here's G.G. Jackson. Rebound to Boucher. Ron Harper Jr. replaced Pritchard. Harper making his third appearance with the big club this year.
Ugo dancing.
Oh, Gonzalez just missed the layup. Nice move, though, from Ugo. Cam Spencer is fouled. Watch these moves.
Yeah, Ugo in his bag. What's a Spanish bag?
Yes, ask Abby.
Abby, you know any high-end Spanish Valentino? Is that
Goyard?
Any high-end Spanish designers?
No, I don't. Balenciaga?
Is that one of them?
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on, Abby.
JB was wearing some Balenciaga yesterday, and
you want me to Google that for you, Scout?
Like, yeah, give me the best Spanish designer that makes handbags.
We should ask ChatGPT.
There we go.
Google ChatGPT.
Like when we go to the hotel lobby after a game and take a deep dive into ChatGPT.
That Google ChatGPT.
It's a dark world.
AI is coming for you.
Minot for three. Boucher whacked it off the backboard and got it back for two. Chris Boucher into the score sheet.
Yeah, I love watching these guys at the end, man. They're all fighting for something. It's cool to see.
No let up in this unit. Boucher working hard on the glass. PJ Hall's got the rebound. Gonzalez almost had another block. Boucher blocking foul.
Yeah, he was outside the square, but got to take that charge.
Look at Joe coaching up with Hugo Gonzalez. Talking to the rookie. Celtics by 35. 2:40 to play.
Boston is brought to you in part by Honeydew. Stop by your favorite Honeydew today. Do life. By your New England Chevy dealers. By Jason Stone Injury Lawyers.
The Celtics' next game Sunday against the Clippers. Our coverage starts at 3 o'clock with pregame live. Stream all our games on the NBC Sports app thanks to your New England Cadillac dealers. Official luxury vehicle of the Boston Celtics. Clippers are struggling.
They don't guard.
Weird, right? They were so good defensively last year.
Yeah, felt like there were 6 guys on the floor last year. Now they're back to playing with 5.
The 6 guys last year were the 5 players and Jeff Van Gundy.
Yeah, Jeff was. I don't get why they dropped off so much defensively. They did get a lot older. The oldest team in the NBA.
It'd be nice to have 3 days off for the Celtics. Abby mentioned it earlier. Haven't had back-to-back off days between games all season. This is game 13. Same thing for the Grizzlies.
So nice play.
Yeah, Minot the cut. Blocks. Prosper.
Give me that.
Someone said, give me that.
Stuff. Give me that stuff. Give me that stuff. I asked Joe, you got 3 days off after the game. What do you got going? Like, I don't know about you. With Mrs. Callie, she sees 3 days off. She's booking my schedule up. I don't know how it works for anybody else. That's how my life works.
What was Joe doing for the next 3
days? I don't know. I got to see how this game goes.
Yeah, he's not worried about the next 3 days.
Wait a minute. The schedule is the schedule. You got to get some time off no matter what. He said, we better win.
Joe's locked in. If they lost this game, he was going to sit in a dark room for 3 days. G.G. Jackson is fouled. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past you and Mrs. Scally to go to Mexico for a couple of days.
Nah, that's too short of a trip. Come on.
No, I think we were just in Orlando, I guess.
Yeah, we were just on vacation. That was fun. I think, man, this guy texted me, and he has 2 tickets to that game. So I might end up going to that game.
BYU, you
yeah.
coming? Well, who are you going with?
I don't know. Are you inviting yourself?
I'm waiting for you to invite me. Coming up after the game, it's Post-Game Live, presented by the New England Ford dealers. No, it's fine. I'll get a media credential.
Yeah.
I'll go by myself. So you're going to go Saturday?
I don't know yet.
Well, just wait till after this game, then you'll know your schedule.
I got to see. If we win this game, then I'll go. Oh, there we go.
Walsh, the drive and kick. Boucher had it rattle out. Walsh almost hit that in like a volleyball set. And then blocked by P.J. Hall. G.G. Jackson for 2.
G.G. Jackson doesn't pass much, but he's super aggressive.
That was his 6th shot. Harper Jr., that's pure. Making the fans who stayed for Geno time happy. Prosper missed a layup. Rebounded by Boucher. Prosper and Boucher both from Montreal. Walsh on a triple. Celtics not laying up.
Well, these 3 days off are going to be big. You know, the Clipper game, the Nets don't look like they can beat anybody. You know, every team's an NBA team, but we can get, with this win and a Clipper win, you can get in a really good position moving forward. So I know the schedule has been tough. 3 and 4, back-to-back, stuff like that, losing a close game, but we got a chance to get right. All right, driving kick, Jordan Walsh. Nice. So much of the Celtic offense is predicated on making shots. You got to make shots, and Jordan Walsh has proven that he's an NBA player, that he can guard at a high level from Tyrese Maxey to Jaren Jackson Jr. and everything in between. But you still have to make shots, and he's shooting the ball with, looks like, good mechanics, good form, no hesitation, and like you mentioned earlier, probably a ton of confidence as well.
Only 17 minutes for Jordan tonight. Did have some foul trouble in the first half, and this game's been in hand for a long time. 7 points and 6 rebounds for the 3rd-year pro. Minot out to Harper, same spot, same result. Ron Harper filling it up.
That's cool, coming in as a G League guy, getting an opportunity to play, knocking down 2 threes.
Cam Spencer. See if Jackson passes. He does. P.J. Hall's fouled and 1. An assist for G.G. Jackson. P.J. Hall, the former Clemson Tiger here.
Is that right? I was just going to ask you.
Yeah.
Anything about his, anything?
I met
what kind of dog does he have?
I met him actually at a local establishment in Clemson. There's either him or Hunter Tyson. I get those guys confused, to be honest. They played together at Clemson. Hunter Tyson from the Nuggets. Well, the Celtics needed a bounce back after the loss last night, and they got that and then some. How's a 36-point win feel? Biggest win of the year for the Seas. And yes, their record is now 6-7.
You had to do it. You had to do it.
Everybody played well tonight. Player of the game brought to you by the Chevy Silverado. Head to your New England Chevy dealer where new models are arriving weekly and secure yours today. It's Peyton Pritchard, efficient, 24 points, 9 dimes, 6 boards. And, you know, just a plus 42 for the man with a fresh cut.
Man, plus 42.
That's pretty good. Celtics next game Sunday against the Clips. Our coverage starts at 3. Pre-game live presented by TD Bank. Stream all our games on the NBC Sports app. Thanks to New England Cadillac dealers. Up next at Celtics Post-Game Live, brought to you by the New England Ford dealers. Paul Lucy is our producer. Jim Edmonds is our director. For the entire crew and Dick Life, thanks for hanging. Talk to you in a minute for the post-game.
Max One Music.
music.